In this video, we're going to be talking about the difference between chromosomes and chromatids. Let's get started. So if you look in a cell and if you zoom deeper, you can see a nucleus. And if you look in the nucleus, you can see a chromosome. So there's 23 pairs of chromosomes in a nucleus. 23 pairs, and in total there's 46 chromosomes. So basically, a chromosome is basically when a chromatid and centromere ticks two. When it ticks to a chromatid, it creates a chromosome. And when two chromosomes are next to each other, they come closer to each other, and that is called one pair of chromosomes. So there's 23 pairs of chromosomes, but in total, there are 46 chromosomes. So if you look at those two chromosomes carefully, you'll see one of your chromosomes is your mom, another one of your chromosomes is your dad. So what does that mean? So if you see in each pair, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So if you see those pairs, so one pair of these chromosomes might be like your hair color, your eye color. So that's what it means. So, but what if, let's say, your mom has red hair, but your dad has black hair? Then which hair would you have? Well, it depends on which one is more dominant. If your dad's gene is more dominant than your mom's gene, then you will have black hair instead of red hair. But if your mom's gene is more dominant than your dad's gene, then you will have red hair instead of black hair. It really just depends. Basically, these are the same genes, but the information is different. So if we look at the chromosome division, we can see there's two, like in this model, there's only two chromosomes, but in real life, there'll be 23 pairs of chromosomes. But right here, we're just going to show one pair of chromosomes, and two chromosomes. So we can see these two chromosomes. This one is your mom's, this one is your dad. But while the division happens, after some time, this cell improphases, and your mom's chromosome becomes into two. It makes a copy of itself, and your dad also makes a copy of itself, which we go to the second phase, which there are two of them. So, but then the cell starts to bulge out and make another cell. But while it makes another cell, so one of your mom's chromosome goes into that one cell, and one of your dad's chromosome goes to that cell. So it'll be just like the same one. So the two cells will have the same genetic information as the parent one. These are the two daughter cells, and this one is the parent cell, and it'll have the same information, and it'll also look the same as this one. And this process is called the mitosis process, which we have in another video, which goes more depth if you want to know. And also, it takes 24 hours for this to happen. Okay, so now, if you could see this, the chromatid, if a centromere takes to a chromatid, then that's called a chromosome. And if those two chromosomes come to each other, that's called one pair of chromosomes. So you can also see right here, which are called sister chromatids, also known as one pair of chromosomes. This one happens during the DNA replication. So now we go to the types of chromosomes. So chromosomes can be really different. Sometimes it'll be just like this, you can see right here, or sometimes they have long arms or short arms, and sometimes the top part like this, and this one might not even be there. But that is a fourth case, which is really rare to happen. So the centromere can attach to any place in the chromosome. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where it attaches. It'll still always be the same. So now we go here, the chromosome in male and female. So this is a female, this is a male. So they all have 23 pairs of chromosomes and 46 chromosomes in each of them. So, but if we look at the last ones of these chromosomes, we can see that you could see this chromosome, which is XX, and this one, which is XY. What's the difference? So X basically means it contains some genes that are not present in the Y chromosome. It contains a lot of genes, which is a Y chromosome does not have. So this is the difference between chromosome and chromatids. They're basically the same thing, but the only difference is that a chromosome is basically when the centromere sticks to the chromatid, making a chromosome. And centromere is basically a protein that will stick to a chromatid and make a chromosome, and those two chromosomes will come together will make one pair of chromosomes. It does not matter how many chromatids there are. If it has one centriole, then it's one chromosome.